Hello there folks, it's me RJB from RJB TV, and we've got Burgersasu going up against Leebokgu. Two very good players once again having a showdown on fastest map for your and my entertainment. So let's switch on over to the match and see that Burgersasu here is playing on the Zerk on the bottom right corner of the map, the 5 o'clock spawn location, and on the 9 o'clock spawn location in the middle left we have Kokani, but this is actually Leebokgu. He's just a huge fan of Kokani and he loves using that name on the Korean server. But it's not Kokani, it's Leebokgu. He just loves the name. He just loves the name. He's been using a lot of his names on the Korean server. And they know that this is a Terran against Zerk. Pretty good spawn location there for Burgersasu on a corner spawn, pretty far removed from Leebokgu's very fast barrack opening. Like, of course, you're going to see a supply depot coming up right afterwards. So he does have in mind that he wants to go for probably a marine rush on a choking Zerk. But Burgersasu doesn't always go for a choke Zerk, specifically in Zerk against Terran, where he quite often goes for a hatchery, and sometimes another hatchery, and then a pool. Hiding in the corner, hoping and praying to the gods that the Terran is gonna scout only the chokes to try and get somewhat of a marine SCV rush on those Sunkens before the Sunkens finish in that choke. That's sometimes what the plan is. This time around though, that plan is not going to succeed. Overlords are scouting the map. They are moving towards the safety points on the hill. Like this one scouts the spot next to it, then goes to the safety point there on the hill so that the Marines and SFVs can't see it and can't attack it. So what's he going to do? Is he going to scout the entire base or just the entrance? And he goes in all the way. He's going to go for the home run. Goes in all the way, elbow deep, to find out if Burgersasu is hiding in a corner. And he's looking only for the creep. Well, he didn't find a creep there, although he might have... Okay, you would have seen creep here. He went in deep enough to see creep. There's no creep there. We have a very fast gas coming out there from Leebokgu. No academy there on the way yet. He might probably go for a very fast factory right here. And after the factory, we might see an academy and maybe a third barracks. So the build order is barracks, supply depot, gas, or gas supply depot, doesn't really matter. And then he goes for the factory. Very fast siege mode is going to be coming up, and he's going to go all the way into this corner base. And is he going to find it, or is he going to turn around a little bit too early? Sometimes players turn around too early. Leebokgu, though, not going to be the person who turns around too early and misses the enemy. So we're going to see Zerklings now. His feet there is under attack though. Drone got very, very low. Makes an escape there though, and is gonna get killed by the SCV. And the SCV makes its escape. Nope, gets taken down there by the Zerklings. Burgersasu is playing this kind of risky. Like, he got 5 hatcheries, no Sunkens. He's relying entirely on just those couple of Zerklings. I would say that at this point in the game, if Leebokgu wanted to, he could go for a kill, but he doesn't know that Burgersasu is playing this extremely riskily. He's probably assuming that Burgersasu added a couple of Sunkens right now, which he didn't do. And Burgersasu moving into the middle of the map can confirm that Leebokgu is not moving out, which means he knows that he doesn't have to build a Sunken. So this is kind of like a double-edged sword. Leebokgu is playing for safety, and that does also give Burgersasu safety to kind of, cut some corners, not get the defenses, because he's got the information. And how is this going to play out for Leebokgu? Leebokgu usually has a very strong Terran against Zerk. He's got a very, very fast siege mode there on the way. It will finish at about, I'd say, 435, maybe 440. A tank is already out on the map. Second tank there, not yet on the way. Not going for a fast startboard. He's getting stim, he's getting firebats, got some medics, he's getting a 4th barracks, which might mean that we might not see a startboard anytime soon. He is on double gas though, so with the double gas he will have enough gas eventually in like the next 30 to 40 seconds to get a startboard as well, as he keeps on producing tanks and getting stim, getting marine range. And here comes the first move out across the map. And we do have some Hydralisks already there. We do need a Sunken here. Maybe even 2 or 3 Sunkens to make sure that this does not kill him. The Zerglings are dancing back and forth. Yeah, sometimes he likes to go in for a small little counter move to kill some SCVs. We have a bunker at the back with some Marines inside. So that's not going to work. He's trailing behind this army from Leebokgu. We have a lot of Hydralisks there spawning from Burgersasu. This is a very interesting strategy. He's just going for Hydralisks. He's just going for pure Hydras. He's going to lose the Overlord in the top corner, though. That's going to hurt him. Oh, he's going to get supply block. But this gives him the opportunity to get us around on the Marines. The Marines stimming, but oh, there's way too many Hydralisks. There's a tank in the back, but it has siege mode, but it can't siege up because of like a jump. So yeah, this is going to be an easy win for Burgersasu on this fight right here. Really interesting to go for a pure Hydralisk strategy, something you really don't ever see anyone do like this. It's risky, and it worked. It worked. He managed to expel the evil Terrans from his base, and this might give him the opportunity to go for a counterattack. 2 bunkers are on the way. If the bunkers finish before the Hydras attack, then yes, he will be fine. Double siege mode there, also getting operational. Cancels a bunker. Starport is finished there, getting a control tower as well, and it settles the Hydras on the middle. He doesn't quite want to go in. He doesn't quite want to go in. He's getting a lair. Yeah, he's getting a lair. Getting 2 Evo chambers as well, and getting a lot more drones. So he's just within the range of the tanks, but he feels he can take down the supply depot, takes it down. Supply blocks Leebokgu for just a little bit. Another supply depot has to be built. The command center is almost finished up there in the back. He's actually supply blocked for a little bit. That actually will take the wind out of his sails for a short little bit, because it's going to take a little while for the supply depot to finish. And that's going to be beneficial for Burgersasu, considering he already has 6 hatcheries at the moment. 5 or 6? 6th one is on the way. He's got 5 at the moment, 6th one on the way. Double Evo Chamber, getting a Queen's Nest. He's going to go for a very fast Hive. He's getting a Lurk upgrade, getting Burrow. He's getting level 1 attack as well for the Hyras. Things are progressing really nice for Burgersasu, really nicely. And it's not that Leebokgu played this incorrectly. It's more that Burgersasu went for a surprise attack that Leebokgu just didn't know was coming. He couldn't have known it was coming. He couldn't have known, because who in God's name goes for Hydralisks in this specific manner? Nobody. Except Burgersasu. Burgersasu has these kind of interesting strategies going on here and there from time to time. I think Burgersasu is honestly one of the best Zerg players in Zerg against Terran, because of his balls to the walls, aggression, and weird strategies going on half the time. This is like something entirely new. I don't think I've never seen this done specifically. It is very new. It does require some conditions where the Terran gives you some room to breathe in the very early stages of the game, because it does require a little bit of freedom. But if you get that little bit of freedom, this strategy can really punch pretty hard. He's going to walk around. He's going to walk all the way around and go for a counterattack. Yes, he's going to go for a counterattack. He's going to rely on Lurkers to finish her back at home. He's got a Hive there on the way. Hydras are attacking into Leebokgu's base. Leebokgu's going to go for a counterattack, going to try to gamble on base trade and hope that this will win him the game. He might be right, he might be wrong. He's probably gonna be right, because the tank on the bottom there finishes up, gonna kill at least 1 Hydra. They're gonna move back into the middle. Risky call there from Burgersasu, but he does reduce, I'd say, the army count of Leebokgu. He killed, I'd say, about 12 Marines, 2 tanks. I'd say overall it was a pretty successful attack. Does not have a lot of Marines here on the middle. I think he lost a couple of them to the Hydras here inside of Burgersasu's base. Supply counts are even, drone counts are even. And if the worker counts are even in a Terran against Zerg, that's highly beneficial for the Zerg. Goes for a big attack there into that choke point. He's got vision with Overlords. Tank getting a D-Matrix. Dies anyway, instantly. Too many Hydras shooting on it. More tanks sieging up there in the back. This is not going to be a fight Leebokgu can win. I mean, the medics are buying a lot of time. The Hydras are moving forward, medics are running out of energy, tank is getting great shots up on the AoE, and more tanks come from the back to support, and they do eventually win that fight. Now we do have some Lurkers in between. He morphed them with the 3 Hydralisks that stayed alive earlier, but then right there on the mill, he's going to try to intercept reinforcements and kill them, and kind of just be a thorn in Leebokgu's side, and oh, he walks right into it, going to lose the tanks. Ouchie. The other one stays alive though, but is almost dead and gone. So that is going to take Leebokgu back towards the middle, back to his base. He's gonna have to clear out those lurkers on the middle, which are relocating very quickly. No point in losing them. Let's keep them alive, run away to safety, and use them again another day. Smart move. So Burgersasu has grown dangerously big. We have 5 hatches on the bottom and 4 on the top for a total of 9. We got a Defiler mount already finished up at 10 minutes. He's managed to keep Leebokgu at bay successfully. Greater Spire is actually double Spire. Wait, yeah, double Spire, they're on the way. Gonna go through Evo Chamber. And he might even go for an Ultalisk Cavern, although I don't see him go for Ultalisks too often. He doesn't like using them. He likes to go for these types of compositions. Some 55 drones, a lot of money coming into the bank, and a very strong army already present in his base. Supply counts about the same, but I do have to say that with the Defiler technology, Burgersasu's army is definitely stronger. Lurker, Dark Swarm, absolute menace to deal with, absolutely dangerous, and if there's a master in using them, it's Burgersasu. He's setting up a contain here on the middle. He wants to keep control over the middle of the map. He's on 75 SCVs, triple command center. He needs 2 more gas to be filled out. He's getting his first 2 armories, lifted up all of his barracks and replacing them with startboards. He has 4 factories, so 7 startboards, 4 factories. It's going to be a lot of Vessel and I assume Valkyrie production coming out for him. 2 more factories are on the top, 1 there on the top as well, so it's getting 3 more. Going to be 7 factories for this middle stage of the game. Whereas Burgersasu now has 73 drones. I assume he has Burrow. I saw him get Burrow earlier. He's getting every single ground upgrade and air upgrade at the same time. Getting a Greater Spire as well. Getting Plague, which will be huge. So moving out into the middle. Gonna try to get those lurkers into a great position. Gets the first Dark Swarm. Gonna try to get a second one. He gets a second one. No, the Defiler dies. So he has to put everything under the same Dark Swarm. Not quite within range to completely kill this entire tank line. But does forge the frontal tanks to unsiege and pull back. Which gains Burgersasu a little bit of terrain into the middle. Which should make it easier to break into the middle. With the coming wave he's producing right now. But first, more drones to the minerals, got 90 of them. His economy is absolutely insane. Only 12 minutes into the game. Absolutely insane. He's gonna have to throw out another Dark Swarm not to lose those lurkers. Gets there just on time. Just on time. Barracks floating on the side to get vision. Turrets being built there as well. We have 3 lurkers. Oh, the 3 lurkers from before. Oh, this is very sneaky. This goes to show why it can be important to save some units. Don't let them die, just run away to a corner of the map and use an Overlord with transportation and burrow and speed, and send those lurkers into the enemy base and just burrow it up right next to the SCVs and be a pain in the ass. That's a couple kills. How many kills did he get? 13? 14! 13 and 14. That's a couple of kills from earlier. Oh no! He runs right through all those SCVs. Get even more kills. 15, 20. I think in total he got about 20 SCVs because he was on 75. Make it 26. Gonna get in even deeper. Tanks have to re-siege and getting closer. He gets more kills. 30 SCVs dead and gone. He already does 30. Just 2 Overlords. Wreaking absolute havoc in his base. Oh, the Devourers, they're in the base. We got massive Overlord dropping prepared as well. Valkyries are useless. Economy is still being absolutely wrecked and torn apart. Waiting for a vessel to spawn. They spawn. It's very far on the top. This one's going to take it down. So yeah, down to 42 SCVs. He does have triple command center. Has an army in the middle. He can recover. But this is so heavily in favor of Burgersasu. So heavily in favor of Burgersasu. Okay, this is a fake drop. He's pulling the Valkyries away. This is the real one, getting escorted by Devourers, which means the Valkyries cannot take this down. He's going to have to unsiege and return back home right about now. He's going to have to stop this drop from happening, but it's already getting quite deep in there. Valkyries coming in and trying to take down those Overlords. Overlords can take a lot of damage, but the Devourers are debuffing the Valkyries. Valkyries are not doing enough damage. They're all staying alive. Oh, a couple of them do go down, but too many of them stay alive and unload all they have right there on the bottom corner. He's going to burrow up and kill supply depots and factories. Oh, great position. Not quite on the minerals. Great Plague. That Plague is disgusting. That's a disgusting Plague. Goodbye, Valkyries. Economy's recovering there from Leebokgu, but he's still behind by 40 workers. And we have Mulus now cleaning out the middle because the Valkyries got killed. And the vessels are back at home because they have to take care of the lurkers and the Defiler. which means these Mutalisks on the middle are gonna have a field day cleaning out the middle. We do have some Marines, but they can't really fight against these Mutalisks. We do have 2 vessels there as well, but he's distracted here back at home because they clean this out first to prevent a supply block and to prevent losing very important infrastructure. Very important infrastructure going down. He does kill the Defiler, kills the Lurkers. He's slowly cleaning out this bottom corner of his base. But, oh wait, Burgersasu lost his drones. He got radiated. He got radiated down to 27. But he's going to gamble. It's now or never. He's going to push forward. He knows he has an advantage over Leebokgu with a superior fighting force. Can he use the last bit of remaining money to... Oh, Leebokgu gives up. Because we have the Mutalisks arriving in the base, there's no anti-air, there's no Goliaths, no Valkyries, and we do have some vessels, but they don't have energy remaining to radiate all of these Mutalisks, and Burgersasu wins a very well-played game, very smart game, and it all came down to those 3 Lurkers surviving. They bought some time, relocated to the top, Overlord, Transport, Overlord, Speed, brought them into the base, and killed the SCVs from an angle that Leebokgu simply was not expecting. Having those Lurkers outside of his base, hiding somewhere on the map, allowed him to completely destroy Leebokgu's economy in a pretty fast 15-minute game. You don't often see a Zerg win in only 15 minutes, but Burgersasu has done it against a very, very good Terran player, who was just never allowed to really shine and show off all the skills he's got. Burgersasu was always not 1, not 2, but 3 steps ahead of the competition. Thank you for watching. This was RJB from RJB TV. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time in another episode of RJB TV Cast StarCraft again.